Jeet Kune Do is about fluidity, about adapting like water. It's about using your body in the most efficient way possible. Positioning and coordination are key. Every movement matters. Every stance is a foundation for power and precision. And when it comes to disrupting expectations and gaining a tactical edge, few stances are as effective as the Southpaw. This stance, with its reversed foot position, can be a game changer in the world of combat sports. It's a stance that throws your opponent off balance both physically and mentally. It's a stance that opens up a world of offensive and defensive possibilities. In the realm of Jeet Kune Do, where adaptability is paramount, mastering the Southpaw stance is like adding a secret weapon to your arsenal. In the world of combat sports, the Southpaw stance is often seen as the unorthodox approach. It's the path less traveled, the one that many fighters shy away from. But within that unorthodoxy lies a world of advantages. It's about leveraging the unexpected to gain a tactical edge. Think about it. Most fighters train against orthodox opponents, those who lead with their left foot and jab with their left hand. The Southpaw, however, flips the script. They lead with their right, jab with their right, and move in ways that most fighters aren't used to. This unfamiliarity can breed hesitation in an opponent, creating openings that a skilled Southpaw can exploit. So, what exactly does it mean to stand Southpaw? It's all about positioning your body in a way that maximizes your power and reach while keeping you balanced and protected. Imagine this. Your right foot is forward, your left foot is back, slightly offset for stability. Your weight is distributed evenly, allowing you to move quickly in any direction. Your right hand is up, guarding your chin, ready to unleash a jab or a cross. Your left hand is lower, protecting your body, but also poised to strike with hooks and uppercuts. This stance is your foundation, your starting point for unleashing the dynamic techniques of Jeet Kune Do. Imagine stepping into the ring against someone who moves differently than anyone you've ever faced. Their jabs come from unexpected angles. Their footwork seems counterintuitive. This is the challenge of facing a Southpaw fighter. It's disorienting, to say the least. The Southpaw stance creates a unique dynamic in combat sports. It forces opponents to adjust their timing, their footwork, and their entire game plan. Suddenly, the jabs they're used to slipping aren't there. The angles they usually exploit are closed off. This element of surprise can be a powerful weapon, giving Southpaw fighters a psychological edge from the very first bell. Section 5. Unleashing the power of angles, Southpaw's offensive edge. The Southpaw stance isn't just about disrupting your opponent's rhythm, it's about creating opportunities for yourself. It's about unleashing attacks from angles that most fighters aren't prepared to defend. Think about the power of the rear hand. In a Southpaw stance, your left hand is your power hand, and it's perfectly positioned to deliver devastating crosses, hooks, and uppercuts. The Southpaw stance also opens up opportunities for lead hand attacks. Because your right hand is forward, your jabs and hooks can land with surprising speed and accuracy. And because your opponent is likely used to orthodox fighters, these attacks often catch them off guard. Section 6. Footwork fundamentals, the Southpaw Shuffle. Footwork is the foundation of any fighting style, and in the Southpaw stance, it takes on a unique importance. Unlike the orthodox stance, the Southpaw stance can create angles and opportunities that are less familiar to most fighters. It's about moving in ways that maximize your offensive and defensive options while keeping your opponent off balance. This means not only being able to attack effectively, but also being able to evade and counter with precision. The key is to stay light on your feet, always ready to pivot, shift, or explode with power. This agility allows you to adapt quickly to your opponent's movements and create openings for your own attacks. One of the most effective footwork techniques for Southpaw fighters is the Southpaw Shuffle. This technique is not just about moving your feet, it's about creating a rhythm that confuses your opponent and keeps you in control. This involves keeping your lead foot, which is your right foot, outside of your opponent's lead foot, which is their left foot, allowing you to control the distance and dictate the pace of the fight. By doing this, you can set up your attacks while minimizing the risk of getting hit. Mastering this shuffle is essential for any southpaw fighter looking to maximize their mobility and leverage their unorthodox stance. It takes practice and precision, but once perfected, it can be a game changer in the ring. The Southpaw Shuffle is not just a technique, it's a strategy that can give you a significant advantage over your opponent. Section 7. Southpaw versus Orthodox, a tale of two stances. This is a classic confrontation in the world of combat sports, where two distinct styles meet head-on. The clash between a southpaw and an orthodox fighter is a fascinating study in contrasts. Each stance brings its own unique set of strategies and techniques to the table. It's a battle of angles, footwork, and timing, where each stance presents its own set of advantages and challenges. The southpaw's left-handed stance can often throw off an orthodox fighter who is more accustomed to facing right-handed opponents. For the southpaw fighter, the key is to use their unorthodox stance to disrupt the orthodox fighter's rhythm and create openings. Their movements can be unpredictable, making it difficult for the orthodox fighter to anticipate their next move. For the orthodox fighter, the challenge lies in adjusting to the southpaw's angles and timing. They must adapt quickly, learning to counter the southpaw's unique attacks and find ways to exploit any weaknesses. They need to be patient, wait for the right opportunities, and avoid falling into the trap of fighting the southpaw's fight. Patience and precision are crucial, as rushing in can lead to costly mistakes. Ultimately, the outcome of a southpaw versus orthodox matchup often comes down to who can best impose their game plan and capitalize on their opponent's mistakes. The fighter who can adapt, strategize, and execute their plan with precision will usually emerge victorious. This dynamic interplay of styles makes every southpaw versus orthodox encounter a thrilling spectacle to watch. Section 8. Offensive firepower, jabs, crosses, and combinations. The southpaw stance is a launching pad for a wide range of offensive techniques. This stance, with the right foot forward and the left foot back, offers unique angles and opportunities that can catch opponents off guard. Jabs, crosses, hooks, uppercuts, they all take on a new dimension when thrown from this unorthodox position. The southpaw's right jab can be particularly tricky for orthodox fighters to defend against as it comes from an unexpected angle. One of the most effective southpaw punches is the straight left cross. This punch is not only powerful but also direct, cutting through an opponent's guard with precision. Because your left hand is your power hand, this punch can land with devastating force, especially when thrown over your opponent's lowered right hand. The element of surprise and the sheer power behind it can often lead to knockouts. But the southpaw stance isn't just about single punches, it's about combinations. Combining punches in quick succession can overwhelm an opponent, making it difficult for them to mount a defense. The key is to use your footwork to create angles, then unleash a flurry of punches that keep your opponent guessing. Effective footwork allows you to position yourself optimally, making your punches more effective and harder to counter. A classic southpaw combination is the jab straight left, which can be followed up with a left hook to the body or a right hook to the head. This sequence not only maximizes the power of your punches but also keeps your opponent off balance, making it difficult for them to predict your next move. Mastering these combinations can turn a southpaw fighter into a formidable opponent in the ring. Section 9. Defensive fortress, creating space, and mastering parry. The southpaw stance isn't just about offense, it's also a powerful defensive tool. One of the key defensive advantages of the southpaw stance is the ability to create space. Because your lead foot is on the outside, you can use lateral movement to step away from your opponent's attacks, creating angles for counterstrikes. Another important defensive technique for southpaw fighters is the parry. Because your left hand is closer to your opponent's right hand, their power hand, you're in a prime position to parry their jabs and crosses, deflecting their attacks and creating openings for your own. Section 10. Why every Jeet Kune fighter needs the southpaw stance. In the world of Jeet Kune, adaptability is paramount. It's about being able to flow between styles, techniques, and stances, always seeking the most effective approach for any given situation. That's why mastering the southpaw stance is so crucial for any serious Jeet Kune fighter. It adds another layer to your game, another tool in your arsenal. It allows you to adapt to different opponents, different fighting styles, and different combat scenarios. Whether you're facing an orthodox fighter, a Muay Thai specialist, or a wrestler, the southpaw stance gives you options. And options are what Jeet Kune is all about. Section 11. Embrace the challenge. Southpaw mastery awaits. Mastering the southpaw stance won't be easy. It will take time, dedication, and a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone. But the rewards are well worth the effort. As you train, remember to focus on the fundamentals: footwork, balance, and hand positioning. Drill the basic punches and combinations until they become second nature. Spar with experienced southpaw fighters and learn from their experience. Embrace the challenge, push yourself to your limits, and watch as your fighting skills reach new heights. The world of combat sports is constantly evolving, and the southpaw stance is a testament to the power of innovation and adaptation.